Tonight we want to talk about discoveries. Now, a discovery is different from an invention. A discovery is something that has been in existence, but people have not been aware that it exists. And therefore, somebody simply discovers that this thing is there and this is how we can use it. An example, there was a time when man didn't know that electricity exists until men like Benjamin Franklin discovered that, look, there is this thing called electricity. Now, what happens after discovery? The life changes after a discovery. When they discovered that electricity exists, life became much simpler, that we can now do a number of amazing things because somebody discovered that electricity is there. Somebody discovered that a bulb can be made and people can use a bulb to have light. Now, that is how important discoveries are. So something can be there for ages, but until somebody comes out and discovers it, then we shall remain in the darkness. We shall remain in a hard life until that discovery happens. Now, I want to focus on the greatest discovery. That while we have had a number of discoveries and these are amazing, but what is that one great discovery that if it happens in your life, then you live a transformed life? Because we have found out that discoveries lead to a changed life. They lead to a better life. So are you probably tired of the life that you've been living? Are you not enjoying the life that you are leading today? I want to propose to you that that is because there is a discovery. There is something that is existing, but you have not yet discovered it. And therefore, there is a discovery that you need to make. And once you have made this discovery, I can guarantee you that you will have a changed life, and this will be for the better. Now, what is the greatest discovery? Ladies and gentlemen, the greatest discovery is self-discovery. I call it the greatest because this is a master key to all the discoveries. There are a number of things that you can do as an individual. There are a number of things that are already inbuilt within you. But until you have discovered yourself, you'll simply remain like electricity, which had been there for ages, but nobody knew that this is electricity and it can do ABCD. To every individual, to every young boy, to every young girl, there is a pool of greatness within them. But until you discover yourself, you'll never tap into that pool. And therefore, I call it the greatest discovery. Once you have discovered this great discovery, then it gives you a master key to many amazing things. The people that we call so significant today, the people that we look up to, the people who are making exploits today are people who first achieved the first discovery, and these are men and women that have discovered themselves. I want to propose to you that if you can go on an adventure of making this great discovery, and that is discovering who you are, self-discovery, then at the end of the road, ladies and gentlemen, you will have achieved the master key to exploits. For those that are Christians, the Bible tells us that those that know their God shall do exploits. So, on the greatest discovery, which is self-discovery, how do you discover yourself? And I want to assure you that once you have discovered who you are, then the door of exploits will open for you. So one can ask, where do I find this greatest discovery? That greatest discovery is within you. Everything that you need on your journey on earth is just within you. Why aren't you finding it? Reason is you are focusing elsewhere and ignoring the inside. We have seen people run to schools trying to discover what life is. We have seen people run to churches trying to discover what life is all about. We have seen people go to places, but they have ignored the powerhouse, the real site where that great discovery is. And that discovery is within you. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to propose that just like you have invested a lot of money in education, just like you have invested a lot of money in so many projects, invest in discovering you. Because once you have discovered you, then the rest will be history. Take that journey of discovery and look just deep within you and find out who you are. Ladies and gentlemen, the moment you can answer the questions of self-discovery and you give them the right answer, you will become very powerful. You will become very unlimited. And I want to say that this world will celebrate your existence. What are these questions that speak to self-discovery? Ladies and gentlemen, if we can all sit down and ask ourselves the question of who am I? If we can ask ourselves the question of where do I come from? If we can ask ourselves the question of why am I here? If we can ask ourselves the question of where am I going? Ladies and gentlemen, once we find answers to those questions, then we shall discover ourselves. And the moment that happens, our life is going to be a straight path. Straight path in a way that we shall be knowing where we come from, who we are, why we are here, and where we are going. With that clear roadmap, you will make the right decisions, you will take the right choice in your career, you will get the right partner in your life. Everything becomes sorted in your life simply because you have made the greatest discovery. The reason as to why we are living a life of try and error, you do not know where you're going, is because you have not yet discovered who you are. If there is any amount of money that you can invest in anything, invest it in knowing who you are. Because after that self-discovery, ladies and gentlemen, you have no clue, you have no idea of how unlimited you will become. The people who are doing exploits today are people who have answered those questions of self-discovery. The moment you understand who you are, ladies and gentlemen, I can assure you, things will start going right in your life. Join me as we take this journey of self-discovery, because I know it is the greatest thing. If you ask men that have discovered things, they will tell you it's not done in one day. If other discoveries take a series of time, I can assure you that also the self-discovery may take time. But it is worth your time, it is worth your money, it is worth your data to watch the video, it is worth everything. If there is any sacrifice that you can do in life, sacrifice to know who you are. You are not worth living until you have discovered why you are on earth in the first place. Just like you're making a lot of efforts to make ends meet, may you make more efforts to discover who you are. And in the process of discovery, you must have a clear understanding of where you come from, who you are, why you are here, and where you are going. Ladies and gentlemen, once that is clear, you will become very unlimited. You will discover that great pool of potential within you, and you will do exploits. I can assure you that as young people, if we can focus on that, and we discover ourselves, our education will be a clear path, our relationships will be a clear path, our thinking will be so clear, because we are having a focused life. If you want to change your life, if you want to live a transformed life, start with self-discovery. And I will make sure that I'm there with you to take this journey of self-discovery until we have discovered ourselves. Stay blessed as you ponder about these questions. Feel free to reach out and ask me any question. I'll be ready to help you as we take this journey. May God bless you as you think about self-discovery, and remember that this is the greatest discovery and the master key to other discoveries in life. You achieve this, you'll have achieved every other discovery that you can ever make. Be blessed until